y'all, I'm Tashi. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the day I'm going to share my 2025 fall home tour with y'all. Now, is everything up to par? No, it's not. I still have areas in my home that I want to renovate, but that doesn't mean I cannot bring in those cozy touches for the autumn season here in my home. So I'm going to show y'all the key areas where I decorate. At 95% of my home decor is secondhand. All right, I love to go thrifting, go to those antique shops and pick up those quality vintage pieces that I absolutely love. I am making dinner in the meantime. My husband loves split pea soup, so that's on the menu for the day. And I'm going to make pumpkin spice chocolate chip cookies. So make sure y'all stick to the very end, okay? So first I'm going to show y'all how my front porch look. It's about to storm yet again, so let's get to it. All right, y'all, so this is how I simply decorated my front porch for the autumn season. You may have noticed the pops of orange pumpkins here on my white fence. Love that here in Florida, we already have access to real pumpkins. So I thought this would be perfect just to add a pop of orange here on this white concrete fence so it could be somewhat noticeable, from the road. We are experiencing lots of thunderstorms, which right now is about to storm, and it's a little misty out. I'm feeling the breeze at the moment, which is a perfect introduction to fall, and it definitely makes my home even cozier. So right there I'm collecting more rainwater. Now here is nothing special or anything. I do have some plants that I need to actually put in the ground. I have these Everglades tomatoes right here. Oh, can y'all see that? Oh, I have a little cute tomato. So I definitely need to start my autumn garden. Lately, it's been extremely hot, y'all, and being outside is unbearable, So now that the humidity is going down somewhat and we're getting a breeze, it's time to start my autumn garden. And I just thought, let me pop another pumpkin there in the meantime. So nothing is perfect. Obviously, you can see everything is overgrown, but I like it. Very natural and wild. And these are my beautiful jasmine plants. We planted a few years ago and they're taking over. They're taking over. My door, I have a wreath that I got from the thrift store. I only paid $3 for it. Is it one of my favorite wreaths? No, it's not. But still, those touches of fall on a budget that I could add. And I haven't found a wreath that I loved at Hobby Lobby or anything like that. And, maybe next year I'll elevate on my wreaths. But in the meantime, it's doing its job. And I think it's just fine here on my front porch, along with some pumpkins as well. So just those simple touches that reminds us of fall. You don't have to overdo. All right, y'all, so we made it in. It's about to storm. But here's my living room space. My home is extremely small, like 900 and something square feet. It's only my husband and I, so I try not to overclutter it or anything. And I use a lot of pieces that I already had. So let's talk about the sofa. I'm not an expert when it comes to decor pillows or anything. And these pillows right here, I purchased from Home Goods years ago, and I still love them, y'all. Now, this one here is a new addition from Walmart. It's the Home Goods brand, and I think it looks so country and rustic, so I thought that'd be like a perfect addition for the autumn season, especially the pop of orange. And in this little nook area, I sit in the chair and read my Bible in the morning. Also purchased another pillow from Walmart, the Home Goods collection, y'all, and look how beautiful it is. I love that quilted look, and again, more pops of color for the autumn season. Nothing dramatic. I love the simplicity of that pillow. And in this area, please try to ignore my plant. I'm trying to doctor it up. I think it's the pot. I think it's a little too small. The roots are not spreading out, so I need to work on it. But in the meantime, it's still thriving somewhat. And yeah, I gotta work on that. But in this area here, I have these baskets on the floor. Now, this wasn't the plan. I use my baskets, y'all, not just for decor, but for practical uses. And there are times my husband and I, we have dinner at my folks' house. So when I'm cooking and I have those heavy duty pots, these baskets are perfect to transport the food in, so I thought that'd be great just to sit it there. So it wasn't my intention to add these baskets in this little corner. This is what I do on a daily basis, and it comes in handy. So just giving y'all a little overview here on my coffee table. I'm not great at decorating coffee tables, but this is my everyday plant, which is growing quite well. And I just added a real pumpkin there on this vintage tray. And I think that's more than enough. And here's a beautiful fall vintage oil painting that I purchased off of Etsy. I love to hang this during the autumn season because it reminds me of Vermont. That's one of my dream trips to visit during the autumn season. I love all of those warm tones. And below, I asked my husband to hang this vintage platter that my mom gave me. And I just thought it was a perfect touch, you know, adding those personal touches to my home. Now I had this antique piece over there, but I've decided to put it over here. And nothing is fall over here, just everyday books with these beautiful vintage roosters bookends. I had a bench right here, but I wasn't a fan of it because it gave that modern farmhouse kind of look, which I don't like. So I sold it on Facebook Marketplace. And I love how open this space is now, you know, nice and open. I can easily clean, and yeah, so I like it. Here I just have a mirror, so it's nothing in this hallway. I'm still thinking about adding something there, but you know, less is more, right? Maybe I just leave it open and call it a day. Now here is my hutch. This is my favorite spot to decorate, and I absolutely love how my hutch turned out this autumn season. First, I want to show y'all this beautiful pothos plant, which I think that's what it's called. I love how it's just growing, it's healthy, it's thriving, and I just snuck a pumpkin right there in the corner, if y'all can see it. And I added this thrifted frame here with this actual dried leaf from our trip. My husband and I, we went to Asheville, North Carolina in 2023 during the autumn, and I collected some leaves. So I thought it'd be just perfect to showcase it there at the top of my hutch. And I ordered some of these off of Temu. Little hook for you to hang your plants on, the vine plants. And yeah, just stick to the wall. You can't even notice it. Y'all hear that thunder? Wow. So yeah, this is how my hutch look. My overall vision was just showcasing everything that I love. My mom gave me this vintage amber glass hen, so this was the spotlight. And my inspiration, I added some of my recent thrift finds, as y'all can see, along with some fresh pumpkins. I have my copper teapot right there. And yeah, some extra thrift finds. Now these are my everyday plates right there. So to add touches of fall simply, I included these round saucers there. And yeah, I just wanted more of a collected layer look. Not really going for a style, but I love vintage. I love all things old and rustic that tells a story, you know? So that's my vision overall. And I just added the additional dishes there with another pumpkin. So this is my hutch. And by adding the pumpkin in the top right there, y'all can see it right there. I don't know, it looks like a pumpkin patch to me. What y'all think? Well, I love it. And I just love how the vines are just cascading, you know, along the sides. And I just love it. So this is my hutch. And I use it for storage a lot as well. So my hutch is pretty much like the divider for my living room and dining room space, since my home is quite small. And here in my dining room, now I'm not sure if this screams fall, but I love to dry florals, okay? It looks a little spring/summer, but again, some of these flowers are from my husband. They're beautifully dried out. And again, to me, that screams fall, right? Not formal or anything. My husband and I, we have romantic dinners here from time to time. So we only have 2 chairs at the moment. So my other 3 chairs that I had originally on Facebook Marketplace, and I purchased these at a great price on Facebook Marketplace. And I have some cushions from the Goodwill. So I prefer this deeper wood tone. I love wood accents. I'm not a fan of painting furniture at all. I love wood, especially walnut, you know, those deep wood tones. It's just beautiful here. This is my tiny but mighty kitchen. And right now I'm making split pea soup. Oh, nice. My husband's gonna love it. And this pumpkin pot here, I purchased from the Goodwill. I only paid $10 for it. I love to use it as a simmer pot. So right now I have some scraps in there. So yeah, my kitchen is a working kitchen, y'all, okay? So usually when I'm cooking, especially during the cozy seasons, I don't turn on the kitchen light. I love using the overhang, what they call it? I don't know, the vent light. Just to create like a little cozy ambiance in my kitchen. This is my laundry room space. And here, I made some rice for dinner. I just have some apples that we've been enjoying lately. Oh my gosh, they've been really sweet. But I am gonna make some baked goods with these apples. We're still gonna enjoy it. And I have my cinnamon there. No, this is actually pumpkin spice mixture. Yeah. So yeah, this is my counter space. I don't have much to work with, so I usually like to keep everything at a minimum, you know. And excuse the dishes, because like I said, I'm cooking dinner. And I love to make dishwater, hot dishwater, while I'm cooking, so the dishes can soak, because I am going to wash them. And here in my little coffee nook area, I just have that mug from Target that I purchased years ago. And I have this vintage pie dish, pumpkin pie dish. There, some more fresh pumpkins here. And look how it grew, y'all. It's like a Siamese pumpkin. It's quite neat. And I have a candle and more home decor pieces that my mama gave me, like this canister here. I use it to store my coffee in. And I have cinnamon, plus cinnamon sticks to add to my simmer pot. So my husband requested chocolate chip cookies for dessert after today's dinner, and in order to bring in those autumn flavors, I added just, I think, about a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Perfect combination. Now the end result, okay, I didn't allow my cookie dough to chill completely, but it still was a delicious chewy cookie, and I think this is a must-try recipe. So make sure y'all check it out in the description below. But thanks y'all so much for watching. I truly hope y'all enjoyed my fall home tour. I know it's been a while since I posted here on YouTube, but I'm so glad to be back. And I love just to share authentic, simple living here on my channel. So if y'all love that kind of content, I will appreciate it if y'all give this video some love by giving it a big thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. So thanks again for watching, and be blessed.